We're back at 7:45 this morning, and holiday scams are not only on the rise, they become more sophisticated and harder to detect. The FBI in Atlanta has just released a new video designed to show you how to discuss scams with your family and how to avoid them. Megan Western has the details.
Alrighty, thanks so much for staying with us. During the holidays, our guard is often down as we're shopping and thinking about others. And the FBI Atlanta says that scammers are counting on us to be vulnerable prey. So here to talk about how to be vigilant and protect ourselves is Jenna Salido, Public Affairs Officer with the FBI Atlanta office. So thanks so much for being in studio with us to talk a little bit about this today.
Yes, thanks for having us.
Okay, so start off, obviously right now, the FBI is also putting out some alerts and some warning signs for people. Go ahead and talk about what Holiday Talk is.
So Holiday Talk is a promotional campaign that we put together to inform people across the country, and especially in Georgia, about what scams are prevalent during the holiday season and what we want people to talk about when they get together with their families so they can be aware and protect themselves.
Yeah, definitely. Now in this new age of social media, I've been talking to my mom about that because even I, as a young person, almost have gotten caught up in holiday scams on social media, sifting through my For You page and coming across all types of false links. So you want to make sure that you're on your toes. You guys also released a video talking about the top 5 holiday scams. Go ahead and talk to us about what not trusting those promoted links.
So yeah, one of the things in the video and in our pamphlet is not trusting promoted links. We often see ads on social media or get text messages about ads for specific sites, and we can't trust those. They're often scams that will take you to a fraudulent website and get your information. So what we'd recommend is if you see like an awesome deal that pops up on your Instagram from a specific retailer, we would recommend just going to that specific retailer's site.
Yeah, that's definitely how I almost got scammed just a few weeks ago. I saw an ad for something discounted. It was majorly discounted. I said, you know, let me pause. Let me actually go to the website and see if it's here.
So
it wasn't there.
That's exactly what we're trying to get people to do, is basically pause, take a beat, we say, and think about it. Like, is this too good to be true? Because if it seems that way, it most likely is.
Yeah, you also mentioned obviously these could come through emails or text messages. Talk about some of the warning signs we should be mindful of there.
Unsolicited text messages or emails, those are always red flags that we would recommend you double check before you click on and actually go to the retailer or business site.
Yeah, I notice sometimes too, even when I get an email, something's like misspelled or something like that. So maybe something to look forward to there as well.
Exactly, and that's the same thing when you're looking at promoted links or fake shipping updates. You're getting a little misspellings, but they're very quick. It's very hard to spot. So it's really easy for anybody to be scammed by things like that.
Yeah, sometimes people will get phone calls too. We've noticed that here in our area. Talk about what we should be noticing about maybe caller IDs.
Yeah, so we've been seeing a lot of spoofed phone numbers, specifically law enforcement, like police station phone numbers or a courthouse phone number. And one of the big scams we're seeing, especially here, is the jury duty scam.
Yeah.
And they call and they say, hey, you missed jury duty, you owe this amount of fine, and they keep you on the phone to pay money. That is not legitimate. And if you're concerned about it, you would hang up and look up the number and call that yourself and speak to them. So because they're spoofing these numbers to catch you off guard, and scam you.
Yeah, always good to just be vigilant and kind of take the extra step to call back, double check, always, like she said, take a beat. Now, when scammers, do get a hold of our emails, how can we go about stopping it? Or same for phone calls. If people are reaching out to us, how can we go about trying to put a pause on these messages that we're getting from people?
I would just first do not respond. And then if you think that you have been compromised in any way, we are always taking reports. That's IC3.gov. That's the Internet Crime Complaint Center. IC3.gov. That's where all our complaints go for any fraudulent activity that you can report at any time.
Yeah. Lastly, before we let you go, a lot of people are also starting to see these multi-factor codes. Kind of talk a little bit about that and the importance of those.
So they're very important for your own security. You're seeing on everything these days. to verify your identity and who you are when you're logging in. However, if anybody ever asks you for your multi-factor code for anything over the phone, message, never do that. No legitimate company or business is going to ask you for your code. That is for you only.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for joining us in studio today and sharing all this good information, especially ahead of the holidays. I know many people will run into all of this information, so please don't forget it. Of course, you can check out your screen and take out your cell phone so you can snap a picture of this. This is the website that'll take you to all this good information we just talked about today. That's where you can find that FBI video with all those good tips. They also have a downloadable pamphlet. Of course, it'll take you right to that website.
Again, if you believe you may have fallen victim to a scam, you should immediately report that to the FBI's Internet Crime Complaint Center at the website on your screen. Go to ic3.gov.